This is the pH scale we'd looked at in the first part of the video. The acidic nature increases as we move towards the left, and the basic nature increases as we move towards the right. Higher the concentration of H+ ions, lower will be the pH. And lower concentration of H+ ions will imply higher pH value. The pH scale basically tells us the strength of an acid or a base. The P in pH stands for potens, which means power or potential in German. We can understand it as the power of H+ ions. More the number of H+ ions, more acidic it'll be. Usually, a paper impregnated with the universal indicator is used to measure the pH. Before we understand what a universal indicator is, we need to have a basic idea of what indicators are. Substances which show the acidic or basic behavior of other substances by changing in some way are known as indicators. These are some of the common types of indicators. As the name suggests, indicators obtained from natural sources are called natural indicators. Litmus and turmeric are examples of natural indicators. Litmus is obtained from lichens. If you remember, an acid turns blue litmus paper red and a base turns red litmus paper blue. Substances which change their smell when mixed with acid or base are referred to as olfactory indicators. Onion and vanilla are examples of olfactory indicators. Paste or juice of onion loses its smell when added with base. It does not change its smell with acid. And the smell of vanilla vanishes with base, but its smell does not vanish with an acid. Do you know where they are used? They are used to ensure the participation of visually impaired students in the laboratory. Interesting, isn't it? What are synthetic indicators? Indicators that are synthesized in the laboratory are known as synthetic indicators. Phenolphthalein and methyl orange are two examples of synthetic indicators. Phenolphthalein is a colorless liquid and remains colorless with acid but turns pink with a base. Methyl orange is originally orange in color and turns red with acid and yellow with base. If you noticed, the following indicators only tell us the acidic or basic character of a solution, but it doesn't tell us the strength of the acid or the base. That's what brings us to the universal indicator. A universal indicator shows different colors over the range of pH values from 1 to 14 for a given solution. And it is available in the form of strips as well as solutions. This is how the color matching chart looks. pH value from 0 to 6 show acidic nature, and pH values from 8 to 14 show basic behavior. And a pH of 7 shows it's purely neutral. Let's see what colors some of the most common substances result in. Do you know the acid that forms in our stomach? Yes, gastric acid. It has a pH of about 1.2. And that tells us how acidic it is. Lemon juice has a pH of around 2.2 to 2.4. What about coffee? It has pH of about 5. It's weakly acidic. Distilled water has a pH of 7. Totally neutral. And human blood has a pH of about 7.3 to 7.5. Baking soda has a pH of around 8.3, which tells us that it's weakly alkali. Household ammonia has a pH of around 12. Yes, very alkali. And a sodium hydroxide solution has a pH of close to 14. Extremely basic. In the next video, we will understand the importance of pH in our everyday life.